this example 6? Okay. Let's do the log base. Selena, what's your favorite number? 6? Okay. The log base 6 of 11 plus, no, minus the log base 6 of, Emma, what's your favorite number? 24? Let's not do that. Let's pick a different number.
4.
Okay. Plus 5 log base 6 of A minus 10, let's say 1/10 log base 6 of B. I'm going to throw the kitchen sink at you. Alright, I want you to condense that down. And we're going to, for an example 2, practice doing this one step at a time. But I'm willing to bet after maybe even just 2 examples, most of y'all could probably jump all the way to the final answer. Let's see, okay? So the first thing I warned you guys that we need to get rid of first is not the adding and subtracting, but all your coefficients. Anything that's a coefficient you need to bring up as an exponent first, okay? So the first guy, he's still log base 6 of 11. And the second guy is still the log base 6 of 4. But now I hit my first bona fide coefficient. My coefficient of 5 is going to be brought up as the log base 6 of a to the 5th minus the log base 6. Yeah, if I'm raising something to the 1/10th power, you can write 1/10th power, and I'm not going to knock off points or anything. It's a perfectly acceptable answer. If you want to call this B to the 1/10th. But if I'm raising it to the 1/10th power, does anyone know what that's equivalent to?
10 squared.
The 10th root.
10th root.
Yeah, you could also write it as that. And I might write it like that, just because I like radicals. Okay? So, we got rid of all our coefficients. Everything up there is now a single log. Log plus a log or minus a log and so on, right? So I can now go this way. And remember, anything that's a positive log is going to end up on top. Anything that's a negative log is going to end up on bottom, right? So this all boils down to the log base 6 of, what's something I might have on top?
11.
An 11. Do I have anything else on top?
A to the 5th.
A to the 5th. Do I have anything else on top?
No.
Nope. So on bottom, what's one thing? 4, and the other thing?
B, or 10th root of B.
10th root of B. That's nice, right?
I have a question.
Yes, Tara.
Why wouldn't it go in order, like log to the base 6, 11, and then plus A?
You want to switch these two?
I'm just asking why, if you were to expand it, wouldn't it be that way?
Yeah. Did somebody say to be tricky? Yeah, that's what it is. It's just to reemphasize the idea that anything with a negative log is going to end up on bottom, and anything with a positive log is going to end up on top. It doesn't even have to be in order. You know? I mean, if you wanted to, I don't want to write about the whole thing, but suppose I had 10 minus 3 plus 5 minus 6. Something like that, Tara? If I wanted to, I could...
Yeah, you can switch.
3 plus 5 minus 3 minus 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. Alright, let's do another one. Because, you know, I think these are awesome. Oh, this almost probably could go without saying. But let's go ahead and say it so there's no confusion about this later. What if this was like a log base 5 right here? This one right here. And all the rest of them were log base 6. Obviously, do I get to combine log base 5s with log base 6s? Yeah, like this is dependent on them having the same base. And these different bases almost never come up. It's almost not worth saying, but, you know. I did want to take a moment and kind of maybe point out the obvious. Alright, so let us do 1/2 log base 14 of 9 minus to the log base 14 of x plus 2 minus 6 log base 14 of x plus, no, minus the log base 14 of y.
It's automatic if you have a minus, it's going to be the division.
Yeah. Okie doke. So I think I've got room over here. I'm going to write it. Tackle coefficients first. Make all your coefficients exponents. So the first fraction, I'm sorry, the first fraction. No. The first log can be rewritten as what? Yeah, the log base 14 of, if you call it 9 to the 1/2 power, you might overlook some obvious facts. If it's 9 to the 1/2 power, what am I really doing? And how many of you would just leave it as the square root of 9? Hopefully none of you. Say none of you. Don't raise your hand. Right? Why wouldn't we leave it as a square root? Because I can always go ahead and tell you the square root of 9 is 3. So this all boils down to the log base 14 of 3. Right? Minus the second log, I don't change anything yet. Log base 14 of x plus 2. Minus the third one becomes the log base 14 of what? X to the 6th minus y. Okay. So everything up there is 1 log, 1 log, 1 log. So we can condense all of our adding and subtracting into multiplying and dividing with it in single log. And this is the log base 14 of what on top? Is 3 the only guy on top? Yep. It's only positive log. So everything else is on the bottom. So in no particular order, yeah, there's an order to this. I would probably go x to the 6th, y times the x plus 2.
Put that in parentheses, the x plus 2.
Yeah.